Hello and welcome to Plus Sports on PlusTvAfrica. It's Monday, so you know there's a new week of all relevant sports waiting for you to consume. We always appreciate that you choose us as your viewing center for all the latest sports news from around the world. Of course, something interesting happened this weekend. A legend added on top of his myth and took a mythical status amongst all footballers everywhere. Now, they say that scoring goals may be the most important thing, but while you might win matches with a good striker, you win titles with a strong defense. But on this day, Manchester United, even though did not play very well, one legend, a striker, proved that while the old saying might be true, it still matters to win individual matches one step at a time. Manchester United, of course, I am talking about Cristiano Ronaldo, the greatest goal scorer of our generation and every generation that has come before, and possibly for many more decades and generations to come. It is unlikely that his new record of 807 career goals will be topped by anyone anytime soon. Now, just for clarity, perspective, he is the highest goal scorer in international men's football. He's the highest goal scorer in Champions League football. He has 59 hat-tricks to his name, which is more than anyone has ever had. He is now on 807, and it begs the question, just when will a 37-year-old Ronaldo slow down? Is it even in his DNA? And perhaps, what will we do when he's all done and gone? Now, while one legend was showcasing that age is just a number, while racking up more numbers, just when it looked like one legend had called time on his career, it seems watching another legend at work has had an impact on the direction Tom Brady has chosen to take. Let's look at that. I mean, it's one thing to be talking about Cristiano Ronaldo. He's 37, by the way. Brady is over 40, and it seems that these legends are not quite ready to leave the stage. The passion for the sports they've played is still very much alive. We wonder what we would do if these legends finally step away. But when they do, of course, we comfort ourselves that the game is made up of young stars that will one day claim their own place in the immortal pantheons of legends. Ronaldo may be for many the greatest athlete that has ever lived, but for many, Tom Brady is the same, lays claim to the same accolade. And we will see just how well he does by the end of the NFL season. The truth is, this might turn out to be a very disastrous decision on his part, possibly even tarnishing his legacy. But legends never die, as they say, and Tom Brady isn't quite ready to give up the ghost, metaphorically speaking, of course. Now, I was talking about Cristiano Ronaldo. The question must be asked, if you need a star like Ronaldo to lift you up at every single hiccup, what chances do Manchester United have should they fail to qualify for Champions League football at the end of the season? Because as of right now, Arsenal are in 4th place with 2 more games in hand. The truth is, it would be unlikely that Manchester United can pick up their first choice transfer targets in the market. Many of those targets are the likes of Haaland, who is the darling of Europe right now, and clubs everywhere are lining up to get him. And if we're not careful, even the money bags at Newcastle might blind him to the choice of going to either one of the 2 Spanish giants. Now, We go to Ligue 1, where PSG fans booed Lionel Messi and Neymar throughout their 3-0 win over Ligue 1's bottom club, Bordeaux. In contrast, Kylian Mbappe seemed exempt from jeers and whistles as he opened the scoring. But not even Neymar's second saw supporters ease off in the wake of their Champions League collapse at Real Madrid. Leandro Paredes was also on target, while Bordeaux's best chance came in the opening minute when Remy Udin had his shot tipped round the post by Keylor Navas. Now, there have been all kinds of rumors about Lionel Messi possibly leaving PSG to return to Barcelona from literally the moment he signed on the dotted line. But now he's getting booed, and people are even saying that perhaps retirement is the next thing he should consider, because such booing diminishes the legacy that he has already established. And if he plays into the hands of the people who have for years argued that Lionel Messi cannot perform to the same stratospheric levels as he has done at Barcelona if he were to play in a different team. If he should continue at PSG and his numbers continue to dwindle, his performances continue to leave much to be desired, those people will seem vindicated. Lionel Messi does not know what it means to not be loved, and being booed by a Parisian fan base might just not be the thing needed for such a legend of the game to rediscover his spark. Now, Borussia Dortmund edged past Arminia Bielefeld 1-0 on Sunday, March 13th, with star striker Erling Haaland making a comeback from injury to cut Bayern Munich's Bundesliga lead to 7 points with a game in hand. Marius Wolf tapped in a Thorgan Hazard cutback for the winner in the 21st minute, with Daniel Malen twice hitting the woodwork, either side of Wolf's goal, in a largely one-sided game. Haaland, a transfer target for almost every major European club this season, made his comeback just past the hour, having been out since January with an abductor injury. After last week's draw with Augsburg that followed their Europa League exit, the win was much needed good news for coach Marco Rose. Dortmund moved to 53 points with Bayern on 60. Dortmund can further cut the gap on Wednesday when they meet Mainz in a match postponed from last week because of COVID-19 cases in the Mainz team. Haaland has been out for quite a while, and while that does not seem like something that would diminish the interest of many clubs in him, Laporta, Barcelona's president, recently stated that Barcelona would not do the impossible, or certainly would not do what was bad for the club by buying Haaland. He seemed to be pulling out of the race for the most anticipated, most chased after striker in Europe. The truth is, all of this hype has created a bidding war. And as such, his manager, his agent, shall I say, Riola, is known for being a haggler and always wants to get the best deal, as expensive as possible deal for his client. Meanwhile, knowing fully well that he will get paid significantly. I wouldn't be surprised if he's asking for as much as 10 or 20 million pounds to bring his player to Camp Nou. Meanwhile, Real Madrid, in recent reports, have made it clear that they want Haaland to stay in Dortmund for one more season, perhaps to give them time to bed in Kylian Mbappe before raising funds for the wages that we know will be crazy expensive. Now, at the Indian Wells, Andy Murray's campaign came to an end on Sunday after he was beaten in straight sets by Alexander Bublik. The world number 33 from Kazakhstan won a marathon first tiebreaker, 11-9, before a sole break in the second was enough for a 7-6, 6-3 win. Bublik, who is playing for the first time at Indian Wells, will face either Grigor Dimitrov or Jordan Thompson next. Now, I may be wrong for saying this, but I still hold firm in the belief that Andy Murray can win one more title before his time is done. He's just too technically gifted. But we'll see. Now, sixth seed Matteo Berrettini managed to serve his way out of trouble to survive a tough test from 18-year-old qualifier Auger-Aliassime and hang on for a 6-3, 4-6, 6-4 win on Sunday, March 13th at Indian Wells. The Italian-Australian Open semi-finalist was forced to retire with injury during the second set of his last match against American Tommy Paul in Acapulco last month and looked rusty. Ninth seeded Canadian Felix Auger-Aliassime became the highest men's seed to fall when he lost to unseeded Dutchman Botic van der Zandschulp 7-6, 4, 6-7, 4, 6-3. In other second round action, Americans Taylor Fritz, Steve Johnson, Francis Tiafoe, and John Isner all won in straight sets, while fan favorite Diego Schwartzman of Argentina and Hubert Hurkacz of Poland needed 3 sets to advance to the third round of the Masters 1000 tournament. I leave you with this. My name is Mikhail Tinubu, and as always, I thank you for the pleasure of joining us on Plus Sports on Plus TV Africa. Remember, life is never boring with some sports. Have a wonderful day.